What is happening, YouTube? Clipcase74 back with the videos. It's been a long time I've actually made a video. I just took a long break pretty much. Busy with all the stuff, and but now a very crazy series just ended. The Heat versus the Celtics. My goodness. The Heat was almost about to blow it. They were like the first three games. Jimmy Butler, he was pounding as usual. Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, um, they pretty much have some depth. Their always big flaw is pretty much offense, and not gonna lie, in this series, some players definitely had a nice breakout year. Um, this is crazy. And then the Celtics like slowly climbed back up. So it started with game four, a normal loss, no biggie. It looked like it was going to be a gentleman's sweep. Game five, oh, the Celtics was just hitting everything, bro. Brogdon was hitting threes. You got Derek White. Oh man, Derek White's a huge steal for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, um, Jaylen Brown, and then they were doing their thing. And I feel like one guy that I feel like that helps the Celtics so much is Robert Williams. If I had to pick like if I were a Celtics fan, if I had to pick like my personal favorite player or AKA the glue guy of the team, I would pick Robert Williams. That dude is ooh, that dude does his thing on playing defense. He gave Jimmy Butler some trouble. He really did, especially Game 5 and Game 6. And of course, you cannot forget D. Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, oh man, that dude was a dog on both sides of the ends. Before it was only defense, but now his offensive games stepped it up. Well, till Game 7, but I'll get into that later. Jimmy Butler, man, all the playoff Jimmy Butler hype, man. I mean, he had some really crazy runs, but dude, Game 5 and Game 6. Jimmy, come on, dog. Oh my goodness. Like, I observed the big weakness by Jimmy Butler is he tends to get way too passive. He kind of has his like he has like a small Ben Simmons in his blood. He just passes the ball too much. Um, one thing I'll definitely say about Jimmy is he always hustles. That's a good thing, but he need to like kind of have that little Kobe mentality, bro. Just go for the rim, attack it, bam, get some fouls. I didn't see much of that for Game 5. Game 6 he tried, but he had a major stinker. Um, and then Bam Adebayo. Oh goodness gracious, that dude was terrible. Oh my goodness, man, oh man. And then Game 7 came. Bam Adebayo, he stunk it up. Jimmy Butler, he did his job, but in my personal opinion, I feel the real MVP was Caleb Martin. That dude was, ooh, that boy always kept the heat in the game. Really, without Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent, the Heat would have been. I don't think he would have definitely lost the game for sure. They needed a top offense, which is, hey, you always need your role players, but I feel they really saved the Miami Heat, man. They were like the Splash Bros. They were hitting everything. The dude had like what, like 20 something, 23 points, I want to say, on Game 7. And then the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics, like they have the system of live live by the three, die by the three. A lot of teams they have the bad habit of doing that. My favorite team, the Clippers, including that's one of them. The big casualty of the live by the three, die by the three was the James Harden Houston Rockets. They just kept shooting threes like crazy. When that thing not falling in, you're pretty much in dead meat. You got to learn how to drive to the basket, brother. And then Game 7, oh boy, they were chucking it like crazy. Um, you know, even Al Horford. He's more of like a guy who shoots the three. Really, he's not really like. I mean, I guess he has his moments. You know, he can play defense and hustle, but um, usually I would always see him shoot threes, which is it's pretty cool. But at the same time, though, you need some guys who could actually drive to the basket. And Tatum, I know Tatum didn't have the best performance, but that dude with the ankle injury, he definitely tried to contribute in other ways. Dude was trying to get rebounds. Dude facilitated offense and all that. But Jaylen Brown, that boy had what almost double digits turnover. I think he had double digits turnover. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that dude was turning the ball like left and right. Man, that's like Jaylen Brown. He's always known for not having his handles, but it is actually this bad. My goodness, in Miami, they took advantage, and then they were just Butler kept getting steals. Even Duncan Robinson got a rip on him. That's wild. And then he just pretty much pounded the Boston Celtics. This is crazy. This is really crazy. Um, Boston, they definitely fought. They definitely had a good momentum. But now the Jalen duos, I don't know if it's gonna last because both of them they're gonna want the money. And honestly, um, if I were the Celtics, I think I would low key kind of try to bait Portland into giving the Celtics a third pick because you could just simply get a guy like Brandon Miller, who's really kind of like the same type of player as Jaylen Brown, if I'm being honest with you. Even has a better handles, but to be honest, I think even a guy like I think Cam Whitmore would low key be a better fit, and I think Cam Whitmore low key has the upside because Cam. Oh man, he would definitely benefit those. He would definitely help the Celtics so much because the Celtics they need a guy who can slash through the basket and not just shoot threes all day. Because Cam, he gonna penetrate to that thing or to the Rockets. You know, like either trading Jaylen Brown to the Rockets or the Portland Trailblazers for one of their picks, and then Cam Whitmore being a Celtics. Ooh, that's gonna be crazy. Ooh, or many other good options. You could get Ahmed Thompson, who would be their franchise point guard, but Ahmed's kind of like a wild card. He's either like a boom or bust. Although I love the upside of Ahmed, but that dude he's not the best in terms of three-point shooting either. Nor is Cam Whitmore, but Cam Whitmore, he's like, I feel like he's a tomahawk. He's definitely a tomahawk, would be, a pretty good tomahawk for the Celtics, but man, but again, kudos to the Boston Celtics. But what would you do if you're the general manager of the Boston Celtics? Would you, just pay Jaylen Brown the money? Well, obviously, you're not going to pay Jaylen Brown $300 million. No one with a decent IQ is actually going to give Jaylen Brown $300 million at probably judging at this game, he probably is going to be worth like at most like what $180 million. Maybe I'm being generous, but wow, this is a crazy game. Thank goodness for the Miami Heat, they closed it, and they actually got to win because as a Clippers fan, if Boston got the win, this would be even a better opportunity because like so many teams would definitely probably steal Eric Spoelstra if because hey, a team blows a 3-0 lead, GM would be hot hitting. They might fire Eric Spoelstra, and so many good teams could just steal Eric Spoelstra just like in a snap. But hey, if you're a Miami Heat fan, that's just a major relief. That's just a major relief. Um, but anyways, um, let me know what you think about the series, man. This is just unbelievable. This is just one of the most craziest series ever, and yet no team has been able to come back from a 3-0 deficit. And once you're 3-0, you're pretty much good. But this was scary. But anyways, much love, peace.